Thank you, Lord. Lord, there's a sweet spirit in this place. Lord, I know that it's your spirit. Continue to have your way, Father God, and use me and allow me to be a part of what you're doing. Use me to bless these your people. Fill me with your spirit. Speak through me, Father God, and have thine own way. Love you and I thank you. In Jesus' name that I pray. Amen. Amen. Before you take your seat, would you turn your Bibles to the book of Genesis, chapter number 39, and we're going to look at verse number 23. Amen. Now, if you got a Bible, one of them pages might still be stuck together. Amen. 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 Not frequented very often. Amen. But at the same time, it is the Word of God. Amen. Amen. The Word of God, Genesis 39 and 23. The keeper of the prison didn't look after anything that was under his hand, because the Lord was with him. And that which he did, the Lord made it prosper. Amen. I want you to look at your neighbor. I want you to share with them these words. Hi, neighbor.
Hi, neighbor.
How you doing? The preacher. With the help of the Holy Spirit. Will preach from the subject. Watch yourself. Amen. You may be seated. Amen. 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 Watch yourself. Amen. Watch yourself. What an amazing word from the Lord. As I read the text, it's a beautiful text, and it's a text really truthfully that we can all kind of, pull from and apply to our lives every day. Amen. No matter whether you're 2 or 92. Amen. It will apply to all of our lives. Amen. I'm going to set it up. I'm not going to take that long. When we look at it, the book of Genesis in chapter 39 talks about Joseph. When we look at Joseph was an individual that really truthfully God blessed and he ordained and he called him. And when he shared his big dream, his big vision with certain people, they couldn't handle it. So what ended up happening, Joseph had to go through a few things in his life to where he had to go through downtrodden days and go through people doing things to him and, talking about him and getting himself in different situations that really and truthfully he didn't put himself in. But can I help you? Some things you may think are bad and that you think are not something that you really want to do, it may be ordained by God for you to go through it so he can get you where he needs you to get. So you got to understand that Joseph went through a lot of things in his life, even though they weren't all that great, but in the end, God elevated him, God used him, and God even blessed and saved his very family. So you got to understand that when you look at the text and we look at Joseph's life, we can learn a lot from Joseph's life. Okay, preacher, what in the world that got to do with what you're going to preach about? Okay, let me preach. Amen. Do what I'm doing. Just follow me. Amen. When you look at Joseph's life, Joseph's brothers ended up throwing him in a pit. Okay, and when they threw him in that pit, they really left him for dead, but one of his brothers came back and said, no, we can't do that. But by the time he had come back, you got to understand, they said, wait a minute, hold up. Well, we're not going to kill him, but we're going to sell him. And they sold him into slavery. And they sold him to a guy named Potiphar. Jesus have mercy. When you look at Potiphar, in Potiphar's house, if you read the text in your own time, you got to understand that even in Potiphar's house, Joseph, when he did what he did, Potiphar didn't even worry about what he had. Only thing he worried about was when he ate. Why? Because he didn't have to worry about Joseph running his stuff. Because Joseph was so faithful and Joseph was so adamant about doing what he was called and commanded to do. So now we got Joseph and he's in the house. Jesus have mercy. Many of you know the story. And Joseph got cornered by Potiphar's wife. And when he got cornered by Potiphar's wife, Joseph said, what you want to do, I don't want to do, ma'am. She kept at him, she kept at him, she kept at him, until nobody was in the house and she caught him all by himself. And Joseph was a wise man. She cornered him, she said, I want what I want and I want it now. And Joseph said, I'm chunking the deuces and I'm getting up out of here. He ran. He ran so fast he left his clothes on the ground. And because he left his clothes on the ground, Potiphar's wife was able to come up with this lie and this story that Joseph had tried to do something with her that really he didn't even do. Now Joseph finds himself in prison for something he didn't even do. Now, which brings us to the text. The keeper of the prison didn't even have to worry about watching over Joseph because he knew whatever Joseph was called to do or told to do, he was going to get it done. Preacher, what that got to do with what you going to preach? Watch yourself. What that got to do with anything? Can I help you? You shouldn't have to rely on other people to be watching over you for you to do what you're supposed to be doing. Watch yourself. Watch yourself. And can I help you? If you watch yourself, all the things that you're required to do and all the policies and procedures and rules, I promise you, you're going to abide by them. You know why? Because you're watching yourself. And you're watching what you're doing. And you know that, hey, I don't need nobody watching over me. I know what I'm supposed to be doing, and I'm just going to do it. And when people come up to you, they're going to find you doing what? What you're supposed to be doing. Thus, just watch yourself. All right, watch. Check it out. Check it out. The keeper of the prison looked not to anything that was under his hand. He didn't even worry about it. Oh, Joseph over there? All right, I'm going to take a lunch break. He didn't worry about it. Well, Joseph's over it. Okay? Here's what I want you to understand. Watch what you do so you won't need others to watch you. Just watch what you do so you don't need nobody watching over you. Children sometimes like, man, mom and dad, man, they tripping, man. They always on my time, you know? Man, be killing my vibe, man. But can I help you? They ain't gonna have to kill your vibe if you do what you're supposed to do. And can I help you? If you do what you're supposed to do, at least 99.9% of the time, when you ask them for stuff, you gonna get it. Yeah. So guess what you do? You do what you're supposed to do, so mom and daddy won't have to. Wow. So they won't have to watch over you and make sure that you do it. Look what it says in Proverbs 6 and 8. This right here, when I look at Solomon, when he wrote and penned this, Solomon gave us some practical things in Proverbs that we can look at. And we look at Solomon. Solomon almost was to the point to where now you don't get this, you special. Something wrong with you. He said, go to the ant. Look what he says, thou sluggard. You know what that means? You lazy person. And he says, consider her ways and be what? Be what? He told us to look at a doggone ant crawling on the ground. Really and truthfully, you know what we've got to understand as human beings with reasoning in our minds and intelligence in our hearts? Really and truthfully, we ought not let an ant outdo us. But you know what get us in trouble? See, ants understand that guess what? They just do whatever God wired them to do. But see, with us, sometimes we got our own little agenda and they get in the way. That's what messes us up as humans. But look what it says. It says, which having, hold up, am I reading this correct? Somebody read that. Who having no what? So I'm not just seeing things. Who having no what? comma, what's the next word? Huh? Or what? Provided her meat in the summer and gathered her food in the harvest. If I had know what to do when it's supposed to do, doggone it, the law made us higher than them. We ought to be able to get some stuff done. And we don't need boss man, we don't need mama, we don't need daddy, we don't need nobody watching over us for to do what we're supposed to do. Why? Because it says consider the ant. If the ant can do it, guess what? That means you can do it too. Don't wait on boss man to write you up for you to get it right. You get it right yourself. Because you know it's right to do right. I want to share this with you. That was a story about a guy who was working on the job. And whatever happened when he got the job, he was a strange fellow. He wasn't from around there. People really didn't know him. There was this thing on the job where everybody, had this certain mentality. Now, I don't know if you've ever worked in different places that I don't care where you work, that sometimes when you walk into the door, you realize that there are cliques and there's different things that people do, and there's a way that things are done. And that sometimes it's good and sometimes it's not so good. And if you're not careful, you can fall into some of the things that they're doing. So he was the type, he didn't pretty much get involved in a lot of that stuff. He would go to work, do his job, and chunk the deuces and go home. Came to a point to where he got awarded. He got awarded because he was one that was really faithful. He did the job. And, when it came down to productivity, he was very productive. He got things done and this, that, and the other. And one of his coworkers called him and said, man, you got to talk to me, man. I've been on this job, a little bit longer than you. And, man, I never got any award like that. And the guy looked at him like, okay. And in his mind, like, I know why. But at the same time, he said, man, what's the secret? He said, maybe, I know what it is. You have memorized that handbook, that employee handbook. That is why you're able to do all these things and to be, at the level you're at. And the guy looked at him and he's like, okay, first of all, I want to let you know that I don't even know what you're talking about as it relates to handbook, because I never got one when I first came here. Mm-hmm. Second of all, I want to tell you this. He said, when I was coming up as a boy, there was 3 things my daddy told me to do. Like, okay, 3 things your daddy told you to do. Now, what are those 3 things? He said, well, as it relates to doing my job and going to work, he said, always be 15 minutes early. I looked at him like, okay. Next thing he said, my dad told me, if a man don't work, he shouldn't eat. So, I better be at work. So he hardly missed any work. And the last thing, he said, my dad always told me, let your yes be yes, and your no be no. He said, from a boy, I was raised that way, and that's what I did. And guess what? There's nothing I learned in a handbook that taught me that. That was something my dad showed me coming up. Preacher, where you coming from with that? Well, you got to understand that if you hold on and grab on to the right things, and put the right things in your spirit, and you live by the right things, I promise you that you won't need no law, no police, no judge, no governor, no president, no teacher, no parish president to be able to keep you in line, because you're going to know what to do. Why? Because you've got the Word of God to lead, guide, and what? Direct you. And when you feel with the Holy Spirit, can I help you? The Holy Spirit is going to help you to do what is right, not what is wrong. And there's some things that in our life, that if we just be guided by the Holy Spirit, I promise you, there's some accomplishments we're going to make, there's some things we're going to do, there's some places that the Lord will allow our feet to go just because we're following His lead. Oh, Jesus. Because the Lord was with him. This is what you got to get now. See, Joseph wasn't all that just because. Joseph had the Lord with him. See, what he didn't do is come to Sunday school and learn the word and then go in class and be amongst his friends and act like he never been to church. All right. He had the Lord with him. He had the Lord with him. See, he didn't just, come sing in the choir Sunday morning and then be out, at the Cracker Festival trying to act the donkey like everybody else.
All right, Pastor.
Because he had the Lord with him.
Amen.
See, it wasn't something that he turned on when he was around certain people, and then he turned it off when he was around others. Because the Lord was with him. What do you mean, preacher? You see, you got to understand this one thing. When the Lord is with you, I don't care if you're in the middle of a desert, you will sense the presence of God. And you will do it His way. I want to show you this. When the Lord is with you, He will be your keeper. See, when the Lord is with you, you be guided to do what you're supposed to do, when you're supposed to do it, how you're supposed to do it. Why? Because you understand that you're not your own man or your own woman. And that, guess what? You follow a certain set of rules that, guess what? Even if they don't tell you you're not supposed to or supposed to do certain things, you do it anyway because you're being guided by the right source. And nobody gonna have to come there and tell you, do this, don't do that, and this, that, and the other. Because guess why? Because you're guided by the Spirit. I want to show you something. Galatians 5:22 and 23. Look what it says. It says, "For the fruit of the Spirit is love, joy, peace, long-suffering, gentleness, goodness, faith, meekness, temperance. Against such there is no law." That last word, temperance, who can tell me what that means? In your own words. Y'all can talk, amen, you know I'm preaching. Temperance, what does it mean?
Your mental attitude.
Humble? Go a little deeper than that.
Your mental attitude.
All right, mental attitude, come on. Say it, Sister Gloucester. Self-control. When you're walking in the Spirit, see the fruit of the Spirit? When you're walking in the Spirit, you'll be able to control yourself. Even though you feel like cussing, you won't. Even though you feel like striking a blow, you won't. Even though you feel like being mad or get mad at folk, you won't. Even though you feel like doing the opposite of what you know you're supposed to be doing, when you're guided by the Spirit, the fruit of the Spirit is temperance, self-control. Ooh, Jesus. But Pastor, you don't know the folk I'm working with. But Pastor, you don't know who my classmates are. Pastor, you don't know who I'm married to. We can play games and fake the phone if we want. We got to be real. But the fruit of the Spirit is self-control. So when you're out of control, can I help you? I didn't write the Bible. When you're out of control, you are not walking in the Spirit. Ooh, Jesus. Lord, you got to help me out of here. Amen. You're not walking. You're not walking in the Spirit. Here we go. Let's look at the next. And that which he did, the Lord made it what? Prosper. Now, I want to pinpoint this one little word, 3 letters, that many times we look over. Did the Lord just prosper him? Is the question. What's the key word in that passage of scripture? And that
Which he did.
which he did. Okay? Where you going with this, preacher? Man, you know what's wrong with them folk, man? Man, I ain't going to work, man. Them folk don't like me, man. Shoot, they must think I'm crazy, man. I ain't doing all that stuff, man. Man, them folk crazy, man. But you look at your check at the end of the week, you're mad. For what? And that which he did. Can I help us folk out? We can't be praying for the Lord to prosper us and we won't get off our behind. That which he did. When you go with this preacher, that's some stuff we got to do in the situation. We can't just sit back and, oh, the Lord gonna rain down some money from heaven. Jesus. No, you got to go to work. You got to make some wise choices. You got to follow the Spirit. You got to stay at the mall. You got to budget your money. Jesus. Everything I just said is because I love you. I got to see these people of God because I'm led to see it. Many times, as a people, we can't come up because them folk know they can stay in our pocketbook. And because we don't have enough self-control to stay out their store, gonna get their stuff with money we work hard to get. They know it, so they flash commercial, they send coupons, they send this and they send that and the other, and they stay in your pocket because you don't have enough control to stay out the store.
Amen.
And we wonder why sometimes, not all the time, we live paycheck to paycheck. I'm just being real with us, that's all. Hey, now, can I help you? You can enjoy yourself. The Lord wants you to enjoy his blessings. But can I help you? If you don't tell your money where it's going to go and you let your money tell you where it's going to go, you ain't going to have much money. I love y'all. But that which he did, the Lord made it prosper. Prospering is followed by productivity. Yeah. Prospering is followed by an intentional effort in whichever way. Prospering is followed by some work being done. I remember a story about a farmer, and that farmer, he wasn't a good farmer at that. And, that one day, kind of like the day, and it rained a little bit harder. He got up, put on his boots, put on his overall, you know what I'm saying? Got get ready to go, about to walk outside. Looked outside, it was storming rain. I mean, it was storming raining. And man, like, oh, man, I ain't going out there, man. It's too rainy for me to go out there. I'm gonna stay in the house. I'm gonna stay in the house today. I'm not going out there today. Nope. One day he came out, put on his boots, put on his overalls, went outside. It's kind of out there. Ain't too high, ain't going out there. Stay in the house. In the cool, in the AC, I'm good, you know I'm chilling, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna watch Mark Pose and tell them, yeah, you are not the fault and all that stuff. We're back. Overall, another day. Went outside, he started doing whatever he was doing, and he started sweating. You're like, whoa, man, I work hard like this. In a long time, I heard he had to work hard like that at all. After he got to a certain point, he said, I'm done with this, man. That's too hard for me. Ooh. So, at harvest time, he's expecting a crop, expecting a harvest, you know what I'm saying? Looking at all his friends, they harvesting crops, they flourishing, they making money, they doing good, they doing all, they doing their thing. And his little crops ain't done much of nothing. So, he decided to go up to another guy that was farming, that was doing pretty good, fairly well. He wasn't busting out at the scene, but he was doing fairly well. I said, man, what's going on, man? Hey, bro, what is your secret? Because, I'm a farmer too, I'm trying to come up just like you, man. Sometimes I go out though, man, it's too rainy. Sometimes I go out, it's just too hot. And then sometimes I go out, it's just too much work. The guy had to stop himself from laughing at him. Like we do folk when folks say stuff that, we kind of like, that ain't crazy, I don't know what it is. Right, he had to stop himself. He said, okay, you say it's sometimes too rainy, too hot, and too much work. He said, can I tell you something without you getting offended at me? He said, no, man, you don't keep it real with me. You know what I'm saying? That's the type of dude I am. Keep it real with me. Okay, you sure? Man, tell me what you got. Lay it on me. Is that right? He said, okay, it's too rainy, too hot, too much work. He said, no, I think you too stupid to realize you need all three of them. If it don't rain, how you cry? Gonna get no water. If the sun don't come out, how they gonna grow? And if you don't work the soil, plant the seed, guess what? You ain't gonna yield nothing. Psalm 1 and 3, look what it says. And he shall be like a tree planted by the rivers of water, that bringeth forth his what? His fruit in his season, and his leaf shall not wither. Hold up, I saw it again, and I know I ain't seeing nothing. And whatsoever he doeth. Stop right there. Whatsoever he doeth. Did is a variation of do. So, you ought to do one of the two. Did I do? Just make sure you did do whatever you need to do. Amen. Whatever you do, it shall what? Shall prosper. But if you read the previous text, previous verses, that really truthfully, the person that's blessed in this passage is one that's guided by the word of God. The Lord was with Joseph. He blessed his work. He blessed his efforts. Because Joseph understood and made what God made important. Watch yourself. God bless you. And may God continue to keep you in my prayer.